All right, gang, we are going to continue on the greatest rock and roll guitar intros of all time. This one is the Stones with Monkey Man. Now, I know it's got piano in the intro, and I'm actually going to play that. But to my mind, the guitar riff is the absolute star of the show. So we're going to play the piano, and I'll show you that, but then we'll play the guitar riff through the first verse. All right. One more point in passing before I do the demo is that a lot of people capo on the second. You don't have to do that. I'll show you why in the main part of the video. I'll show you why you may want to capo, but you don't have to, okay? So, without further ado, let me do the demo here. All right, gang, let's go over this riff now completely. First things first, you probably want a guitar that can sound kind of dirty Stones-ish, you know. Right? To my taste, this is the guitar that I have that does it the best, but if you have a Telecaster, play it out of that bridge pickup, get it kind of dirty, whatever works for you, okay? All right. Now, whatever you do, you want to back off in the very beginning. You want to back off on the volume. And we're going to play the volume at low volume, and then we'll kind of kick it in later. So the beginning part, played by the piano, is this. All right. So what is that? Well, there's a line that's going here from this, on the 12th fret, this B right here, second string 12th fret, is going to go like this. All right, and that's the sort of thing that you're trying to do. So imagine playing a D minor chord, D sharp minor, sorry about that. So that is 11. And then on the fourth string, 11, and then third string, 9, second string, 9, first string, 9. So like this. Okay? And then with your pinky, kind of put the pinky on the 12th, so it sounds like this. And you want to arpeggiate that, make sure all the notes ring out. Now I pluck on the first string because I want that top string to really ring out. Okay, now we're going to move this finger down one and keep everything else the same. So we're moving the pinky from the second string 12th to the second string 11th. It might be hard to play that because you have to cram a bit, but... Okay, now this one is a little bit odd. Now we're going to move this. We're going to keep the fingers the positions the same, but now it's impossible to move that pinky anymore. So we're going to switch fingers around, and we're going to play it with the second finger. We're going to play, instead of the 11th on the second, we're going to play the 10th on the second. All right. One tiny wrinkle, if you listen to the piano, on the very top he plays this note right here. It's an E. So it's like this. So that one is, on the 4-3-2-1, we've got 11, 9, 10, 12. All right. And now the fake out, a major chord, a D sharp major. It's the only time that major is played in the song is in that intro. And that is then on the 4, 3, 2, 1 would be 11, 10, 9, 9. All right. So one more time, very slowly so you can hear it. All right, that's the piano. That's what the piano's playing. All right, now here's the guitar now coming in. Now for this, we're only going to play the first 3 strings, and you'll want to bar on that 9th fret all the way across like this. And we're going to play that line 12, 11, 10, and then 9, right, on the 2nd string. So that's going to descend. So the first thing is this. Now to the 11th. Now to the 10th. And now you let that linger a little bit. And you turn up the volume till you get max. And leaving it on that chord. And then when the time comes, you play this. Which is just the first 3 strings. I like playing it with my 3rd finger for some reason. I feel more confident that way. You can even play a D minor chord using that 4th string if you want. But I like the top 3 strings. Sounds better. All right. Then we're just going to play the same thing, but now with more gain on it. Okay, here's where it changes. It goes like this. So imagine that you're playing. What I'm doing is I'm sliding. This is basically a C sharp chord. And what I'm doing is I'm sliding on the 6th fret on the 5th string to the 8th. And then playing this bar right here on the 4, 3, 2 on the 6th. And that's a Keith Richards chord, right? So that is, you're going to play, instead of 6, 6, 6, you're going to play, ooh, that sounded bad. On the 4, 3, 2 strings, instead of 6, 6, 6, you're going to play 8, 7, 8, 7, and, 8, 6, and 7. And then this right here. Really cool dissonance there. It's really just part of a 7th chord, which is this, right? An F sharp 7. But we're just going to play on the 2nd and 3rd strings. And that is the on the 3rd string we're playing 9, and on the 2nd string we're playing 7. And then 6, 6. All right, that's the hardest riff in there. So practice that one really slow. All right. The only difference is that, and in some of the rest of the verse, you might play that the first time, and then the second time you might play this. And that's just instead of sliding up on that bottom string, you're playing, instead of sliding up from the 6th, you're playing 7 and 8 deliberately. You're picking them. Okay, and that's it. Now let's play the verse now. So the first thing is we're going to play an E chord right here. And then we're going to play a suspended right here and pull it off. So we're going to play this little suspension with our pinky, second string on the 10th, and then pull it off to the 9th, right? That's the part that the capo might help a little bit because you can play it down here, and I'll show you that at the end. But play that twice. Now you play this riff. Right? Okay, so you play that twice. And then you play this right here. A, that's an A power chord. B power chord. And then our lick. Again, A power chord, B power chord, and then the last time it's like this. So that's just playing your little dissonant thing there, right? On the 3rd string 9th, on the 2nd string 7th, and you're playing. All right, and that's it. That's it for the riff. Very, very cool. It does take some dexterity to play this one correctly, so don't feel bad and get a good feel for it, so don't feel bad if it takes you a little bit of time. Now for the capo, I just want to show you why the capo might help you. So we're going to capo on the 2nd fret right here. And what does that do for us? Well, it allows us to play an E like a D chord right here, this little guy. And that might be easier to finger than this. Also, you can play from an open to the 2nd on that, and you can play from the 3rd to the 2nd. So like this. You can play that, like the James Taylor. And you can also play the from 3rd to 2nd. Now, the only other thing that you have to worry or think about is that you don't have that power chord for the A anymore, so you've got to play the G like this. But then you have, instead of the B, you've got the power chord like that. Any way you want to cut it, it's all right by me. I'm sure Keith would approve of either. After all, it's only rock and roll, but I like it. Yes, I do. All right, gang. Well, there you have it. Monkey Man by the Stones, the piano part, but especially the cool guitar part. All right. Hope you enjoyed this one. I really love this song. It's one of my favorite Stones songs of all time, which means it's one of my favorite songs of all time. All right. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on down the road.